This is JordanTower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. All right, so we're talking about Juelz Santana. Yes, Slowbucks has something to do with this. So it was brought up that Lloyd Banks, he was talking about doing verses and stuff, and Lloyd Banks' name was brought up, and he's like, Lloyd Banks is my bro. First and foremost, he said that's his bro, right? But he said, I think we have a little problem because Slowbucks, got his chain took on stage. If you don't know, 50 Cent Slowbucks tried to come on stage while 50 was performing at Summer Jam. I forget when this was, like 2014, something like that. And it was pretty dumb because Slowbucks had a problem with 50. And, wait, what is this? I think he was coming on there because Fab was up there. I think Juelz was there too. And it's crazy because Slowbucks jumped up like everything was all good. 50 wasn't messing with it. Slowbucks used to work with 50. They're both from Queens. They used to be around each other in the beginning. Slowbucks, I knew Slowbucks back when I was working with Juelz a long time ago. It's disappointing what happened with Slowbucks because, he started dating, he was doing really well, but he showed his character when he started dating Ashanti's sister. Allegedly, what Ashanti says is Slowbucks put paws on her, abused her. Allegedly. I don't ever respect that. I can't really even listen to Fab's music anymore because of what he did to his wife. I never respect that. Off the strength of that, I think Juelz should probably fall back from it too. But like he said, I have this loyalty to Slowbucks. Slowbucks stays tuned in with a lot of people. A lot of people don't care about this. I don't know. So he said, we got on the phone and talked about it. He said, I didn't know that was slow. That was more of a 50 thing. And that also makes me think of one time I was really disappointed in Juelz, just the whole Dipset thing. If anybody should be loyal to anybody, no matter what, it's Juelz and Jim. Jim and Cam, pretty equal. They've always been together. Right? Juelz and Jim should always be loyal to Cam. They came in the game together. If Cameron goes against 50 Cent out of nowhere, I saw them form like Voltron against Cameron and just leave Cameron in the dust. And when I saw that, this is after balling and everything, so obviously Jim was feeling himself. Juelz was riding with Jim. And when I saw that, I was like, ugh, this is nasty, and that lasted a long time. And then Juelz and Cameron, after that, took shots at each other because Cameron supposedly wasn't letting Juelz out of his deal with, so he can get off a Def Jam. But Juelz had already put the nail in his coffin already with his career by not dropping an album after 2006, running with the Skull Gang thing. Letting so much time pass by. And then, we already know what happened after that. He was sipping, kind of lost track of things. I'm glad they all came back together. But in that interview he was doing with Drink Champs, he was talking about loyalty. He said, I'll choose loyalty over respect. When you guys were very disloyal to Cameron. And I understand there was a lot to it. But you didn't have to go get on stage with 50 and go meet him in the basement. That's what Jim did. He met him on the basement. That was trash to me. It would have been better. Maybe they fell back. Didn't co-sign the 50 Cent thing. Didn't make it so public that they really weren't messing with each other. That kind of hurt everything. It hurt New York. It hurt a lot. I didn't like it when 50 Cent didn't keep the whole G Unit thing together, Game kind of like, I didn't like it when Game did that. Game's career was saved by 50 Cent. And just things like that, and Young Buck doing what he did instead of working things out just made the whole thing fall apart. And 50 being stubborn. It's 50's fault too. So, and Cameron's Cameron. But Cameron is a savage businessman. One thing Juelz is right about is Cameron did go over to the Rockefeller and run it. He made it work for him and everybody else up there. Everybody else that was part of Dipset. He wasn't waiting for things to happen. He was making things happen. I hope Juelz drops more music, though. I really do. He missed a lot. I would say for 14, 15, 16 years. He's had spurts of music in between. Let's just be honest. 16 years with nothing consistent from Juelz. You know, I mean, you get Beamer, Benz, or Bentley with Lloyd Banks in 2010, but that's not enough. I'm talking about a Juelz run. He had... I might tell you something. In 2008, I was trying my best to get Juelz to do all the songs off the Cook Crack mixtapes that he never did and do the videos. But instead he wanted to do Skull Gang. And when he was going so hard with that, I was just like, man, this is not it. Okay, you got to get your own career. What do they tell you on a plane when the masks come down? Put your mask on first, because if you don't put your mask on first, you could pass out and not be able to help other people. That's exactly what happened. Juelz's career over. Couldn't help anybody over there. But it's always going to be Juelz. He's always going to be Juelz, so, you know, something will happen. But he's having little spurts here and there because of the verses. Nobody wants to see a Juelz versus. I'm going to be honest with you. Versus anyone. I don't want to see a Lloyd Banks versus either. I'm going to just be honest. I mean, I don't. I just want to. Lloyd Banks is doing the right thing. He's dropping music. Cody 2. That's what Juelz needs to do. He needs to take a page out of Lloyd Banks' book and drop the music, my G. That's it. I know you use that music with what you got going on with the baby thing, you know. It's all good. Anyways, it's Jordan Tower with JT News. Smash that like button. I'll check you guys in the next one.